showing you how I took a completely free desk and I made it into this wonderful office piece for Jake. We actually really wanted to start off by apologizing about the slight break we took from y'all. There was some things going on and some things we had to fly away for, but here we are back in action. We have a ton of new content coming your way. A lot of projects that came out while we were on our break that we are going to be showing you over the next couple weeks. And we are so excited for 2016 that it's not even funny. I personally have a lot going on. This is my desk wall. My office wall. Anyways, stay tuned. I'm going to be showing you how we took this wonderful desk that you can see now instead of seeing me from bland to fabulous. So we're going to start with sanding the top of our table. We actually got this for steel. It was on Craigslist for free. And I ran over there and snagged it real quick before anyone else could. But anyways, we're going to start by sanding the top. I'm not going to show you how to sand using two different kinds of sandpaper because that's redundant. Just lightly.
I know a girl that means everything. To be with her, it makes my heart sing. She's my favorite girl.
But you're pretty much just going to do that over the entire table. And you're going to alternate between your coarse and then your light. What you're doing, you're getting this shine off, as well as the stain color. So, when it starts to look dull, that's when you can switch to your second one and just smooth it out. You're just trying to get out all those little scratches and dinks from over the years. But then once that's done, you can move on to your next step. So some of you may be asking, but Ashley, when do I know that I'm done? See this blonde color right here, this speck? That's the color you're working towards. That's the natural color of the wood. So that's the color you want to be putting your stain on top of, not this orange.
And she is just as crazy about me. She puts it out there for the world to see. She's my favorite girl. I want her by my side all the time, each and every day. I can't believe how lucky I am that she's all mine.
Alrighty guys, so the next step in the process is to go ahead and wipe off all the dust from your sanding. I just used a damp paper towel. It just makes it easier for the stain to not get bubbly when you are applying it. So the next step, you're going to need your stain and a paintbrush. It pretty much goes on just like paint. Technically, you're supposed to put a conditioner on to the wood before you do the stain. However, I've had many bad experiences with that and it's never turned out right because of it, so I'm not doing it. There's my disclaimer. You do want to change this to some clothes that you don't care about for this. You will get stain on you, I promise. I don't care how good you think you are, it's going to happen. So I went ahead and got started. Like I said, you are literally just painting it on. Now I start in kind of messy sections. And then, when I get done with that one section, I go ahead and I drag my brush all the way to the other side. It gets rid of the brush strokes. So again, fill in your section. And then drag your brush from one end to the other. Now the reason why this side looks different than this side, I went ahead and did 2 coats just to see what it would look like. And I'm loving it. Cannot wait for it to be finished. Before you actually start your true second coat, what that is, it's a more of a thickening coat. But before you start your true second coat, you want this to sit for at least 6 hours until fully dry, and then do a second coat. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up. Okay, once your stain is finished drying, it's time to move on to the next step. So you're going to take your desk. I went ahead and took the legs off in the very beginning before I even started. If you haven't, go ahead and do that. You're going to want to lightly sand the legs and the underside of the table with that finer grain sandpaper that we have. That just helps the paint stick to the wood better. If there's any glosses or anything like that, it's going to have a hard time. So we're going to go ahead. I already had my legs sanded when I sanded the table, so I'm just going to give them a light coat of paint. We're going to paint the bottom of the desk, and then I'll show you what it all looks like. So side note here, Jake walked in and saw the look of his desk and doesn't like the satin finish. I like it. It's nice and it's matte, but it's not for him. So I'm going to have to run to the store and get some gloss finisher to go ahead and do it. So much for my 2-in-1 process.
And I just have to say, when she's in the room, it's hard to see. She's got that certain special quality that puts her leagues above the rest. And ooh.
Alright guys, so we're in the home stretch here. What you didn't get to see was me painting the legs. I was sitting out by the Christmas tree being all sappy, watching sad Christmas movies with happy endings. That's why they're sappy. And I painted them with just a sponge brush. I mixed 2 different kinds of paint together to get the color that we have here. Hey Beta, what's up? But what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to finish painting the bottom that you can see around the legs and underneath. And then I'm going to go over it once with a clear coat and we're going to be all done.
The things she wears just drive me wild. Brings out of me my inner child. Every day I want her more. I don't know how I live without her, if I was living at all.
Alrighty guys, and that does it. The complete cost of this project to Jake and I was $0. We had received a Lowe's gift card that we completely forgot about and ended up using it for this. The cost of the table was absolutely free. We got it off of Craigslist. The paint that I used on the table and this chair, we had already purchased, so I'm not including that in the cost. So if we just looked at the stain, the clear coat that I ended up putting on the top, the sandpaper and the gloves, it came out to $30. So if you were to do this project all on your own, it would only cost you $30. Pretty wonderful. Well, anyways guys, we have some pretty good stuff coming up for you. Don't forget to subscribe, like our video, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. A Craigslist desk. If you haven't noticed, this is the theme. Hi. I decided to put it in a mess.
But once I got to throw my arms around her, my heart's been bouncing off the wall.